The purpose of the museum is to show and teach our residents and people from all over the world about the great history of Milwaukee. When we were discussing what new exhibit we were going to do, we decided that we wanted to do something a little bit more interactive for the younger and older generation together that they could come and talk about. So when people come and visit the exhibit, what we wanted them to do is to come with their younger children to see what life was like before the digital age. And they could sit here with Grandma and Grandpa could point to things that would interest children that would remind them of their youth and say, oh, I remember back when, and to be able to start a conversation between an older and a younger generation to help give them a bond. One of my favorite things is that we have class photos, and some of the older generation of Milwaukee who have lived here all their lives, they will come in here and they'll point to the photos and they say, oh, I remember him, or I remember her, or there I am. And it just really brings to life, that history is really still living. And we have an 1891 dictionary that is really, really thick. Kids don't realize from the age of 21 and younger that you used to actually have to go to a book to look up how to spell something, right? And then you had to be able to guess at the first two letters at least to be able to get there, instead of just your phone automatically or your computer automatically just spell checking for you. I look at the history of Milwaukee as a way to be able to combine different interests and different varieties of people into one commonality. So if everybody knows the history of Milwaukee and they're a little bit proud of it, then they all have a commonality when they walk into a room with each other, no matter what their political differences are, or what if they look a little bit different, or if they act a little bit different, they can all sit down and say, hey, did you remember this, and do you remember that? And it's a community thing that can help us strive to work towards unity.